Now today I'll be showing how to replace this above ground pool light, but it's also a return. It's all really one unit in a sense. So as you can see, the water is above the unit and you can still do these. So let's get right to it. So the first thing is making sure that the power is disconnected, going to the light, and there's a little cap. If you take a look on the bottom, there's a little slit where you can place a flathead screwdriver and pry up, or you can just rotate it. Easy enough. You disconnect this. Now before I remove the hose, I just have a stopper and a bucket just to catch any water that comes out here. Okay. Well, that didn't go well. That's okay. So now I'm just going to back this off. Once the coupling is completely removed, with my right hand I'm pushing on the housing right here, and with my left hand I'm just pulling. I'll make sure you guys can see this right here. I'm going to be pulling on the outer assembly, and this will move the whole light completely from the pool. Okay. Now before I install the new fixture, I want to verify that no water gets into the light assembly. Now, obviously, if the water level is below the light assembly for your pool, you don't have to worry about this. In my case, the water level is above. So when I reinstall this in the water, obviously I don't want this to get all wet. And there's a red plug that comes with this assembly. I just can't find it. So this is just waterproof tape. This is a Gorilla waterproof tape. Really good stuff. I'll have a link. If you ever need anything like this. I did use this, by the way, to patch a small leak I had in the liner. It works very, very well. So I just cut this out. I'm just placing this on here to give a good, nice seal. That way I can now reinstall this underwater and I don't have to worry about this getting all wet. Now, of course, on standby I have the new light, and you just want to make note that there's a slot. Oops, sorry about that. There's a slot right here, and it says top. So in other words, I need to quickly remove the old one and insert this one. So I'm going to have it ready to go. Just make sure it's at the right orientation so you can just slide it right in. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. So this is the old light assembly. I'll show you on how you can quickly test this in a moment, but let's go ahead and wrap up this. Now before I install that coupling, I just want to wrap this with Teflon tape, and you want to wrap it clockwise. And when you're ready to reinstall the coupling, just make it hand tight. No need to use a wrench. As you can see, it's not leaking as it is anyway. And then I'll remove this Gorilla tape. Very sticky stuff for sure. Very, very sticky. But as you can see, everything is nice and dry. It's good stuff. It's a little expensive, but it really does work. Okay, and then we just make our connections. Hook up the power. Doesn't matter which wire goes to what. It's no polarity, so there's no positive and negative. You just plug it in and hit the switch. Alright, we'll test it out once it gets dark. Actually, we can quickly test it. Now, testing the light is super simple. The reason why you want to test it is to verify that the wiring for the pool is okay. You have no problems there. So all that I have is a battery pack. If you have a spare car battery or this is an RC car battery pack. This pushes out 11 volts. And all that I'm doing is I'm taking a wire with alligator ends, placing one on the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, the other one goes to positive, and then just hook it up to the light. Does not matter which terminal you touch because there's no polarity here in the light. And see if it turns on. There we go. And nothing. Let's grab the new one. And here's the new light assembly. Exact same thing. Now again, there's no polarity here, so it doesn't matter what you touch in terms of the wiring. And let's see. Okay. Super simple.